What's going on, high society? Welcome back, socialites. We got a tier list video today, tier list Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you all in America enjoyed the long weekend. For those in the other parts of the world, hope you still had a nice weekend and that you got to check out our 20th podcast yesterday and all the battle videos all weekend. So back to business. Today, we're still pushing for that 100 subs. We broke 80. I still think it's possible by the end of the week. We'll see. That's going to be a lot on me. I'm going to have to make it happen, but we'll get there. For today, for right now, we got another tier list. Last week, we broke down all the free agents in the Sword and Shield vs. Spectacular Skirmish Society. Season 3, still going on. Almost halfway through with that. But that was a very long video, so I'm looking for something a little shorter today. A little more palatable, a little more open. More people can get involved in this, even if you're not involved with the draft league. So we're breaking down all starters from across all the games and all their forms. Gigantamax, Megas, Ash Greninja, all that. And this is going to be subjective, right? I'm going to base it mostly on competitive, but I'm also going to be like, that's just a cool Pokemon, so we'll see exactly how it goes. But we'll start off Gen 1, the OGs. Smash that like button if you're an OG Gen 1er like me, Pokemon Red. So we got Gigantamax Venusaur coming up first. We'll just go in the order that this is. I really like Gigantamax Venusaur. I'm surprised it doesn't see more play in competitive. But I really like it. Like, Venusaur is just a good Pokemon overall. And then its Gmax ability, creating those lashing vines, is really good. I'm going to put an A. I think it's underused in competitive right now. So, we'll see. Mega Venusaur, thick fat ability, gets rid of 2 of its weaknesses. I think this is an S tier, right? Because Venusaur is already so good, and then you get rid of 2 of its weaknesses with fire and ice due to its ability thick fat. And sure, you're losing out on the speed that you get from Chlorophyll Venusaur, but still, right? It's pretty crazy being able to become such a tank with Venusaur. Giga Drain, Leech Seed, Sludge Bomb, Earth Power, etc. Regular Venusaur, Chlorophyll hidden ability, so double speed in the sun, makes it a very scary sweeper. You don't have to invest everything into speed as long as you have sun support. I'm going to put this in the A tier. It always hangs out around UU, OU, so as far as like Smogon rankings go, and it does see some play in doubles. Poison Grass, not the best typing, but pretty good. Alright, Charizard, Gmax Charizard. I'm going to put this solidly in the A tier. It's won some tournaments already early on in BGC 20. And again, like, Charizard's such a scary sweeper. You're able to get max airstream to increase your speed. The Wildfire, of course, does a bunch of chip damage. It can get dragon moves. It can get max overgrowth to counter any water types or rock types that might try and switch in on it. Very cool. Charizard X. I'm going to put this down in the B tier. I don't think it's super flashy. It gets Tough Claws for its ability, which is a good ability, but I think it's just, and it gets Dragon Fire instead of Flying Fire, but I think it's overshadowed by Charizard Y, which I'm going to put in the S tier. Drought as its ability when it Mega Evolves, making its fire attack super hot, like a Death Valley summer. Very cool. Yeah, Mega Charizard Y, I think definitely deserves to be up there. It's won several tournaments, of course, in non-restricted, in restricted formats, excuse me, non-restricted. Alright, then we got regular Zard. Heavy duty boots really helped this boy out. I'm going to put it in B tier, though. Again, I think its ability to Gigantamax really helped it this season. Well, this generation. But it's still a solid Pokemon, right? it's other than Pikachu, it's probably the face of Pokemon, so it's very good. Gmax Blastoise. I really like Gmax Blastoise. Again, I'm surprised not seeing a lot of play as well, but I guess like Gmaxes aren't too important in competitive because you can Dynamax any Pokemon in VGC competitive. It's not like in the 5S Draft League where you can only Dynamax your Gigantamax. So where do we put Blastoise? It can get a Shell Smash off. We've seen Minnesota Nidoking do that several times, get a Shell Smash in the switch in, and then start going to town from there. I think it's a solid B tier pick. I do think it has a little less utility than Gigantamax, Venusaur, and Charizard due to it kind of lacks move coverage. Like you only get Water, Dark from Dark Pulse, Ice, Normal. Like it doesn't get like anything crazy special. Gmax Blastoise, or Mega Blastoise, excuse me. I'm putting C tier. I don't really know what it does. I mean, obviously it's a Mega, so it's good, but I'm also going to put regular Blastoise in C tier. Got access to Shell Smash in the recent generation, but still, like, its bulk isn't crazy, right? It's got sub 80 HP, 100, 105, I think, in defense and special defense. And then its attacks and speed are all pretty mediocre. So Shell Smash really helps it, don't get me wrong. Like, that makes it a lot more of a threat, but there's better Pokemon that you could be doing that with, aka Cloyster if you're looking for a water type. Meganium, sorry Meganium. Not for me, you Brontosaurus looking mother. Typhlosion, really Gen 2 kind of gets like robbed here. And they nerfed Typhlosion in recent generations when they moved to the 3D models because its fire quills aren't even there all the time. It's like this through gens like 1 through 5, yo, fire quills, and then Gen 6 it loses it, and it only gets it when it attacks. Like it looks like a naked mole rat. Not my thing. Feraligatr gets saved a little bit though. Gets a sheer force for its ability, and I mean it's a pretty cool alligator. And Totodile in the anime was pretty funny, pretty goofball. All right, on to Gen 3. We got Mega Sceptile becomes Dragon Grass. I'm gonna put in C tier. I don't think it's up here with these other B tiers here for Mega Sceptile. Cool design, but just not a lot going on competitively, I don't think. Regular Sceptile, I'm gonna put in the same spot. I don't even remember what this gets for its hidden ability. Well, whatever. Some of these I forget. Mega Blaziken. Okay, Mega Blaziken gets up an S tier speed boost. This thing's a threat. It's been banned from OU singles before. Shown up in VGC, gets pretty decent move coverage. Fire fighting is pretty good. Regular Blaziken, I'm going to put an A tier. Obviously, it's below its Mega because the Mega is better. But again, speed boost, all that fun stuff. Mega Swampert, I'm going to put into A tier as well. Very threatening. Gets access to Aqua Jet, just, can plow through things. It's a very effective Pokemon. Regular Swampert, I'm going to put in B tier. This is probably my favorite of the Gen 3 starters when I was playing the game. Sceptile being my least favorite. But very cool. Ground Water is a very good typing. You only have one weakness. Sure, it's a 4 times weakness, but only one weakness to Grass. So, you can run Ice coverage for that on the switch-in. So very cool. Mega Swampert gets Ice Punch as well, so that makes it very good against the grass types. Torterra, Ground Grass. This is a very cool Pokemon. This is probably going to be tiered higher based on coolness than on competitive tier. I'm going to put it in B tier just because I think it's such a cool design. Shout out to those who watched Detective Pikachu with the giant Torterra. That was a very interesting scene because then the trailers are like, what the heck's going on? You two destroying the world? No, it's just a bunch of giant Torterra. Very cool. Infernape, the second of our fighting fire trio. Iron Fist as its hitting ability is pretty good. I'm gonna put it up here in A. I think it's similar to Blaziken. Empoleon, Water Steel, unique typing, only Pokemon to ever have Water Steel. So it definitely gets some bonus points for cool, unique factor. For those who play Pokken Tournament, you may have played with Empoleon. It's a good choice for beginners in that game. I'm going to put in B tier. Again, mostly because of its unique typing. Water Steel, very, very cool. Could definitely use more with that typing. I think that's a very nice defensive typing. Get it on a bulky Pokemon. Serperior with the ability Contrary, which means its Leaf Storms hit. This guy's scary, right? In singles, he's a lot scarier, I think, than in doubles. I'm gonna stick him in B tier. Again, due to the Contrary, using Leaf Storm actually +2s your special attack, which is nutty. You can put like a Specs or a Scarf on this thing, probably a Scarf to make it like a little faster, and then just spam that Leaf Storm and just pop. After a couple turns, you got max special attack and you're just shredding. Alright, and then we got Emboar, the last of our firefighting trio. 3 gens in a row, a lot of fatigue, really kind of a poor design too, like not as appealing to the eyes, I would say, as the other two. It's some sort of like Chinese demon pig god. Wolf Lick has used Emboar in the past in VGC to some effect. I think that at least lifts it out of the D tier, but it definitely loses a lot of points due to type fatigue for that generation. Like it gets a lot of hate, right? Samurott, don't know what you do, probably nothing important. You're just a water type. Don't even get like a steel typing like Empoleon had for your swordy head thing, or even rock typing. Like imagine this with like head smash or something. That'd be pretty cool, like a rock water head smash sort of thing. Chestnut. Fear not for the Chestnut. Grass fighting, very cool. Quad weak to flying, which is a very popular typing, so that hurts it a lot. Gets spikes. I think it gets Spiky Shield as well, which isn't bad as a Protect-esque move. I'm gonna put in C tier just because I like the design. Like it's probably the same thing with Samurott in like actual competitive, but I think it at least gets some points for cool design. Like look at that boy, look at that roly-poly boy. And then Delphox. What the heck does this Fire Psychic type even do? I don't know. What's its ability? Is it Magic Guard or something? I don't even know. And we'll put in C tier because it's a wizard. Harry, go a wizard. Alright, Ash Greninja. This is S tier. Battle Bond Greninja. You could only get it if you freaking played. If you freaking played like the Sun and Moon demo. Who the heck does that? Whatever. Ash Greninja, Battle Bond, very cool. I think you can breed Battle Bond too. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can't. Oh my god, my freaking god. Okay, regular Greninja. Still S tier. I mean, it's still up there, right? Like, some people in OU will, depending on what they want, like, Protean Greninja just give you so much versatility. So, it's still up there, right? Decidueye in the current generation has been doing very good in VGC doubles. It's been creeping up. I think that kind of saves it, and it's got a cool design, right? Ghost Grass. Ghost Grass is kind of like an overused type at this point, overused typing, but it's still cool. Archer sort of thing. Check out one of our previous theme battles. We did a medieval theme with Decidueye on there, and he was probably like the only saving grace of that team because it did not do very well. Was just really weak to Talonflame, which is in like 40% of the current meta. All right, Incineroar, S tier, Intimidate. I mean, it towards the end of Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon, competitive VGC, it was on like 90% of teams or something crazy like that. And it's banned right now from VGC, but it'll probably come back when the Crown Tundra gets released. So it'll still be up there. It's very good typing, Dark Fire, a lot of resistances. Like you make this a bulky boy, Parting Shot, U-Turn if you want to be Assault Vest, Snarl, Flare Blitz. Again, it gets Intimidate, so very good. Lash Out, I think, is being used now since Isle of Armor. Primarina has done very well this generation in VGC. Again, limited Pokedex, so take that with a grain of salt. Probably when Crown Tundra comes out and we get access to all these legendaries, which I assume will all be VGC legal, you know, the ones that were previously. But very nice. Very good typing in Water Fairy. Very, like, it can go offense, it can go defense, it can do whatever it wants. Moonblast, Hydro Pump, you know, it's just very, very powerful. Energy Ball for coverage and all that. All right, now we've gotten to the current generation, Gen 8. We got Gmax Rillaboom. Yeah, this is an S tier. This is probably, you know, son, you know what we're gonna do here? We gotta make a new tier. We're gonna call it the X tier. And we're gonna change the color of this to like a purple. All right, we're doing an X tier because Gmax Rillaboom, like, it's just plain better than regular Rillaboom because you already get the Grassy Surge, so you don't need that from your Gmax attack. So being able to get that Mold Breaker built in allows you to ignore like Sap Sipper, Azumarill, or Goodra or something that might be trying to counter a Rillaboom, etc. And it gets like boosted power. I think it's like 160, 170, something crazy like that in base power. So I think that's X tier. You could probably even put like some of these guys up there as well, but just because it's better than regular Rillaboom, which we're putting in the S tier, that's why I'm making that tier, because it's just clearly better. Again, I don't have to say too much about Rillaboom. Hidden ability Grassy Surge, gets the attack Grassy Glide, so it gets priority, Wood Hammer, Super Power, Knockoff, U-Turn. Like, it has so many moves that it has access to. High horsepower, you know, very, very good Pokemon. Kind of a similar thing to Gmax Rillaboom, but not to the same extent. So I don't know if this is S or X tier, because a lot of competitive, like, which would you rather have? Would you rather have the extra damage or the Sun setup? I think we're going to put in S tier, just because I think it could go either way. It's not like a clear, defined, okay, this is better 100% of the time than Dynamaxing your regular Cinderace. Libero, huge. It's the same thing as Protean, so the same thing as regular Greninja. You do get this Gigantamax form. You get some very nice coverage moves. You can do Steel, you can do Fighting, you can do Flying, which is great when you Dynamax. Fire, of course. I think he gets access to an electric attack. But yeah, very, very good. And yeah, same thing, regular Cinderace in the S tier. Gmax Inteleon. This is probably weaker. We're going to put it in the C tier. And we're going to put regular Inteleon also in the C tier. Nice speed. I don't see a benefit to regular Inteleon, or excuse me, Gigantamax Inteleon over Dynamaxing a regular Inteleon. I think sometimes you'd rather have the rain, although it does give it a Storm Drain. Okay, yeah, due to that, we're going to move it up to B tier, just because Storm Drain and Water Absorb are pretty prevalent. So you want to just be able to hit those. And even though his hit ability is like somewhat useless, Sniper, which increases your damage when you get a critical hit, it's still not awful. Looking at you, Meganium. Mostly awful. Alright guys, so that is our tier list. As you can see here, Rillaboom, Gmax, I think is the best starter out of all of them. But let me know what you think. Who's your favorite starter? Whether it's just for fun or for competitive. You can even comment 2 of them if you'd like. And please like and subscribe. We're so close to 100 and we got an awesome giveaway planned. And we got so much more in store. So please like the society, all the coaches involved. And as always, stay classy, society.